Judith. It's a 45-minute yoga fusion class. We'll use a chair, and you can use the chair for standing or sitting. Usually for standing, you use it for balance. You could put some fingers on the back of the chair. Maybe you have an available wall you can use for balance, or maybe a piece of furniture like a bookcase or something that's big and will not move if you are pressing weight upon it. So, and the other instruction would be that if whatever is being offered this morning just doesn't work for whatever reason, you can modify. I have a shoulder issue, so I modify on this side. Or you could do something else like another posture, or you could skip it altogether. So you can choose, you are in charge. And I'll be available for questions at the end. So let's just start by taking the feet maybe about shoulder width apart, coming to standing. Hands can rest on hip crease or waist. And we're going to start circling the hips for a nice, gentle warm up. Oh. So we're inhaling forward and then squeezing the navel to spine as you round in the back. So big, full breaths. Think about the head as a helium balloon. It's floating up to the sky. So there's no dangling of the head. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's corkscrew back to center. Now we'll start swirling in the opposite direction. This may or may not feel the same, but you're just noticing, no self-judgment, no competition, right? Inhaling forward, exhaling, squeezing that navel to spine, rounding in the back. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then coming back to center. Let's go ahead and take the feet directly underneath the hips now. The toes can point forward. I can put my hand here on the chair back for support if I need help with balance, all right? So lifting right heel, and think about spreading those 5 toes nice and wide. Place the heel down. Lift the left heel. Spreading the 5 toes wide. Place the heel down. So we're just going to shift the weight side to side. Lifting right heel, lifting left heel for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You might want to keep at this pace. If you want to do double time, as in bicycle pedaling the heels, that's an option too. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You may want to stay right where you are. If you want it a little bit more, let's do a little tiny jog here. You might want to lift the feet off the earth, just barely, or not. So let's get a nice little jog going for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then slowly, slowly de-escalating the legs. Don't just abruptly stop if you can avoid it. Very nice. Now the 2 inside seams of the feet are coming together, like the inside edges of both feet are together. And you're going to place the hands on the hips. And now it's called circling the knees. So this won't be a big move necessarily, but you'll want to notice how the feet and the ankles adjust as you shift from side to side, front to back. And you're breathing. Breathing those LSD breaths, long, slow, and deep. Big, full breaths for 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Circling the knees in the opposite direction now. Is it the same in terms of what you're feeling in your feet and ankles? Maybe, maybe not. No judgment, just noticing for 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then coming back to center, straightening the legs. Maybe the legs can come now, maybe about shoulder width apart. Let's start rolling the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Coming up to the upper body now, warming it up, opening the chest. So you're drawing invisible circles in the air with the shoulders for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go the opposite direction. Noticing it feels the same, maybe, maybe not. No judgment. Nice and gentle for 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then shake everything out, arms and legs. Excellent. And now let's take the feet nice and wide. So the toes are going to point out 30 to 45 degrees. If you want to be behind your chair for support, that's an option, all right? So legs are wide, toes point out 30 to 45, hands can rest on hip crease or waist, knees track over toes. Inhale, coming into a big squat. Exhale, straighten the legs. Now the feet are going to stay flat on the earth. They're not going to lift up. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, straighten the legs. Let's do 8 for as many as you can manage. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay down on 1. Little pumps. 8. Keep the torso upright as best you can. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's stay down. Lift right heel, place it down. Lift left heel, place it down. You may need to adjust the width on the legs for this, lifting side to side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then slowly straightening the legs, heel toeing the feet together or stepping the feet together. Very nice. Let's go ahead and find our way to a chair. And we're going to sit more towards the front of the chair seat than the back of the chair seat. So placing the body here on the more forward part of the chair seat. Let's go ahead and take the legs nice and wide. And you can place the hands on thighs or however it feels right to place the hands. And you're going to sweep the torso forward. And then from the left, you're going to sweep back to the right. So each time you're squeezing, you're also working on those abs. Big full breaths. Exhaling and inhaling. Exhaling and inhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then coming back to center, let's take the hands, the legs back to parallel. And we're going to take the right hand outside of the left thigh. Right hand outside of left thigh. Left arm goes straight. The fingertips are scanning the horizon as you twist to the left. And then eventually you're going to come to a sticking point. That back arm can wrap around the back of the chair. So everything from the waist down is pointing forward. Everything from the waist up is twisting to the left for 4, 3, 2, 1. Staying in the seated twist, slightly release. Inhale, slightly release. Exhale, squeeze and turn. Use both of your arms and hands for leverage. Inhale, slightly release. Exhale, squeeze and turn. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then slowly unwinding, coming around, maybe giving it a little shake, a little wiggle to feel like you're getting back to neutral. And then the left hand is going to grab the outside of the right thigh. Left hand grabs outside of right thigh. right arm is straight, the fingertips scanning the horizon as you twist to the right. And then eventually you'll come to a sticking point, and that back arm can grab the back of the chair for leverage, and the front hand can be used for leverage. So everything from the waist up is turning to the right. Everything from the waist down is pointing forward for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then slightly release. Don't come out of the twist completely. Inhale, slightly release. Exhale, squeeze and turn. Inhale, slightly release. Exhale, squeeze and turn. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then slowly unwinding it. No rushing to get there. And then maybe some little adjustments to feel like you're getting back to neutral. Let's take the legs a little bit wider now. And we're going to lead with the chin. This is working on flexibility of the spine. So the latest motto is, as you are old as your spine is flexible. So we're working on flexibility of the spine and the spongy discs between the vertebrae. So exhale, leading with the chin. The back is like a whip-like motion. Tuck the chin as you roll up. Exhale, leading with the chin. Then tuck the chin as you roll up. So a nice undulating movement with the spine. Nice and gentle. Let's do 4 in this way. 3, 2, and 1. And then coming back up to sitting, just noticing, breathing. Now we're going to do the opposite. Tuck the chin. Inhale, tuck the chin. Exhale, stretch forward as though your head is breaking the waves. Inhale, tuck the chin. Exhale, stretch it forward. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. And then coming back up to neutral, heel toe the feet together or step the feet together. Now I'm going to encourage you to sit all the way into the back of the chair seat. So your back has some support and the upper part of the thighs are supported. So we're going to exhale, extending that right leg, flex the foot, rebend the leg, place it down. Exhale, left foot is flexed, leg is straight. Inhale, put it down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. And then just shake out the legs. Very nice. And then going ahead, and we're going to keep sitting in the back of the chair seat, extending right leg, foot is flexed, extending left leg, foot is flexed. Can you keep that going? Feel those quad muscles tightening here, and maybe an arm or two will come up to the sky. This is staff pose in a chair in yoga for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Arms float down. Legs can float down slowly. Let's bounce the legs a bit just to recalibrate. And then as much as possible, the legs come just slightly farther apart, not too much. You might want to go to the edge of your chair seat. The legs are going to extend one more time. Now you're going to externally rotate both legs back to neutral. Internally rotate both legs. So you're pumping synovial fluid into the joints, especially the hip joints here, as we externally rotate and internally rotate for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then the legs come down, float it down, triple slow time, bounce the legs, nice and slow. And then working your way up towards the front of your chair seat. Let's go ahead. You might want to grab the sides of the chair seat, but maybe not. Maybe you just want to stack palms here in front of your chest. And the movement is going to be, I'll do this way. You might want to grab sides of the chair, and it's this and back, this and back. So you're squeezing those abs every time you lift the legs in and out. All right. Big full breaths. Inhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then slowly coming back to neutral. You might want to keep the hands stacked over the heart. Maybe you want to hook the thumbs together, spread the fingers wide. That's Eagle Mudra, like you have little feathers here on your chest. So now you want to be closer to the front of the chair seat than the back of the chair seat. Legs and feet in parallel. We're going to inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale for 8, 7, or as many as you can manage, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And this next one, we're going to hover. We're not going to land on the chair itself. We're going to do little pumps with the legs. Torso stays upright as best you can for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Coming to stillness. Legs come straight. Arms shake it out. Now I'm going to use the chair for support. Do a little balance business here. So you need to be near your chair, your wall, your piece of furniture. Go for it. So this one, let's start on the left side because I'm in this position. So maybe this left foot goes slightly farther forward than the right. But the idea here is to just dangle that left arm here. And as you come up, you're going to roll the shoulder, twist and look over the shoulder as you stand completely up. Then you come back down and dangle this arm. Maybe you want to circle this arm. Maybe you want to add a weight to your hand. If you have, hand weights available, nothing heavier than 2 pounds, rolling up, moving that shoulder, looking and twisting over. So let's do 4 more on this side, a bit of a dangle, and then a standing up and a shoulder roll. Oof. 3 more. Big twist. Oh. 2 more. Nice and easy. Last one. Very nice. Oh. And then coming back to neutral. Maybe giving a little wiggle or two to recalibrate. Now we'll go to the right side, the same idea. Maybe the right foot is slightly farther forward than the left. You can start dangling the straight right arm. Maybe you want to do a circle or 2 with the arm. And then you come on up. Oh boy. Dangling the arm. Oh boy, standing up, twisting and looking over the right shoulder. Let's do 4 more of these. 4. 3. No rushing. 2. And 1. Nice. And then coming back up to standing. Let's shake everything out. Let's take the feet about shoulder width apart. Let's take some big breaths in. Inhale up. Exhale, press the air down by the side of the body. Knees are soft. Inhale up. Exhale, press. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Let's re-elevate the arms and now climb our invisible rope. Pick invisible fruit, perhaps. Looking forward to the summer. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Arms come down, shake them out. Now let's face the chair. So I'll do this in profile so you can see. We'll do some standing cat-cow using the chair as our little support ledge. So the body's going to be in a right angle. Crown of head lines up with tailbone. So a right angle from torso and then the legs. So for this cat-cow, maybe the feet want to be about shoulder width apart. Inhale, bend the knees, drop the belly, spread the sits bones wide. And then exhale, arch the back, squeeze the navel to spine like a Halloween cat. So here again, dropping the belly, stretching with the knees, coming up to squeezing like a Halloween cat. So again, working on mobility of the spine, pumping fresh blood, chi, life force into the system, inhaling and exhaling. 2 more, dropping and then squeezing. Oh. Dropping and squeezing. Very nice. Let's come on up to standing just to recalibrate. Roll the shoulders a couple times in both directions. Now we're going to again assume this right angled position, shifting the weight, and I won't mirror you for this. Shifting the weight into the left leg, right bent knee into nose, inhale, bend, exhale, stretch the legs out behind, donkey kicks for 8. Don't let the head dangle. 7, 6, squeeze the abs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Re-extend the leg, point the toe, straight leg lift, touch and lift for 4, 3, 2, 1. Re-elevate. Now the right foot touches down left. You can follow it with your gaze, maybe. Lift that light leg, touch down on right for 8, 7, 6. The leg is light and empty. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg returns to the left. You're going to tuck the 5 toes, lift the right heel. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press the heel into the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then right foot meets the left. Let's micro bend the knees slightly here. Let's come to standing between sides just to recover. Rolling the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Maybe micro bending the knees just to recalibrate. And then slowly coming back to stillness. Let's return to our right angled position. The weight goes into the right leg now. Left bent knee into nose. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten for donkey kicks. 8, 7, don't let the head dangle. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Re-extend, point the toe. Toe touches down, straight leg lifts. Exhale, inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Refloat the leg. Left foot touches down right. Lift the leg. Left foot touches down left. For 8, 7, or as many as you can manage. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That left foot tucks over to the right, tucking the 5 toes, lifting the left heel. Inhale, lift, exhale, press. Inhale, lift, exhale, press. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then left foot meets the right. Let's micro bend the knees, left and right. Now you might not want to back away from your chair. This is available. Hands can come to the ankles. A series of flat back lifts. Inhale, hands drag along the shins, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back lift. Exhale, forward fold. Let's do 4, 3, 2. Nice. And then slowly rising up, stacking the bones, shaking out the limbs if that feels good. Very nice. Let's try this one. I'm going to put my chair back here. And you can see the moves here. We're going to do little curtsy things. So you might want to grab your chair, the back of your chair, and I'm not going to mirror you. I'll just say right leg and left leg, and I mean my left leg or my right leg. So here's right leg, and you're going to just kind of do a little curtsy and then step back to neutral. Left leg steps back and you curtsy. So you're moving side to side, little tiny plies here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay over here on 1, little pumps. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left foot meets the right. Right foot tucks over, staying down, little pumps here. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right foot meets the left. Shake out the legs, shake out the feet. Now, if you have weights and would like to incorporate weights, fine. If you don't have them, a soft fist is perfect. Both hands, soft fist. So no weight or one weight in each hand. You can do this in a chair. Let's just start sitting in the chair and we can do it there, or you could do this standing, so you can choose, all right? So no weight or one weight in each hand. Palms face the midline. Inhale, right fist into the armpit. Exhale, return. Exhale, left fist into left armpit. Return. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Back to neutral. No weight or one weight in each hand. The palms now face the wall behind you. Exhale, straight arm up to shoulder height only. Inhale down. Same on the left. Exhale to shoulder height only. Bring it back down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe you want to keep alternating, or maybe the two together for 8, 7. Slow it down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's relift both straight arms. And then inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then slowly lowering the arms down to neutral, maybe giving your arms and shoulders a little jiggle. Now we're going to tilt slightly forward with the torso, maybe 30 degrees. No weight or one weight in each hand. The arms are straight. The palms face the ceiling. And you're going to pump those arms and keep them higher than the bum. So they're not going to drop down. You're going to hold them up, working on those upper arm areas. Let's do 8, 7, 6. Don't let the head dangle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then lower it down. Nice and easy. Let's keep forward with the torso. The legs could stay in more or less parallel. No weight or one weight in each hand. Each palm faces the midline. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the arms up on 1, little pumps. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower the arms down. Oh, all done with that part. So let's stay in the chair. And if you have a strap, fine. If you don't have a strap, that's fine also. I will give you options. So for this one, let's turn to the right in your chair seat. And here again, the secret on this one is this front butt cheek should be half on and half off of the chair seat. So you have greater access to this leg. So you're going to grab with your hand or your strap, the shin, the ankle, or the top of the foot. I'm using my back arm for leverage on this chair seat, so I'm very secure here. I'm not going to fall off. So you're pressing the hand into the foot into the hand. Big stretch for that quad muscle for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then releasing that leg, slowly turning to center. I'm going to do this on this side with the strap so you can see. So now this front butt cheek is half on, half off of the chair seat. If you're using a strap, you can loop it around the top of that foot. You can draw it back behind you, using that back arm for leverage. And you're pressing the hand into the foot, or the foot into the strap into the foot. If you're using the strap for 8, big stretch for the quad muscle. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing it, either hand or strap, losing the strap. Now, if you have a strap, let's fold it in half. If you have no strap, this, or you could substitute with a scarf, a belt, a dog leash, or a bathrobe tie. So sitting more towards the front of the chair seat, I folded my strap in half. So that makes it about a little wider than shoulders. So it's inhale, and then drop it down, exhale. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, press it down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then re-lift it up. Now we're going to keep the chest square to the front of your space as you tilt to the right. Oh boy, grounding through those sits bones. Come back to center, tilting over to the left. Oh, moving side to side. Big, ginormous stretch for the side body, where those intercostal muscles attach to the side ribs. Oh, let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then back down slowly to center. Very nice indeed. I'm going to move the strap. And now for this one, this is a bit of tapping. It's a little different this time. It's going to be shoulder, elbow, crease, wrist, shoulder, elbow, crease, wrist. So we're tapping, we're stimulating reflexology points throughout the system. Let's do a few more of these. Now you're going to flip the arm, shoulder, elbow, wrist, shoulder, elbow, wrist. This is a good way to wake yourself up in the morning if you feel groggy and stiff and tight in the morning. Little tapping does wonders. One more. Very nice, shake it out. Now pausing here. How does the right arm feel compared to the left arm? Should be, I feel a big difference. This one feels like it's sort of semi-dead. So you're going to tap shoulder, elbow, wrist, shoulder, elbow, wrist. Breathing and sitting tall. Two more. Flip the arm over. Shoulder, elbow, wrist, shoulder, elbow, wrist. Oh, this should feel good. Just stimulating the blood flow, stimulating lymph flow. Two more. And then shaking everything out. Let's bounce the legs a bit here. And I'm going to just do this in profile so you can see. So here you might want to do the half and half, 4 and 4 on each side, or you might want to do it both legs. So we'll see. So sitting close to the front of the chair seat, crown of head to tailbone lined up straight, flat like a diving board, and you're going to tilt back. You're going to tuck the chin to protect the back of the neck. Maybe one thigh can come up, and maybe you want to do half and half. Maybe you want to bring a second thigh up. So now we're in upward boat, basically, and we're fluttering our feet. The toes are pointing. And as we flutter the feet, think about pumping the belly for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then slowly bringing the feet down to stillness, shaking anything out that feels right. Let's come on up to standing. And you can stay close to your chair, but come to standing, and we'll end with breath of joy and then a very brief Shavasana resting pose. So breath of joy is fun. It's 3 sips of air in and then blow it out on that 4th move. So it's sipping forward, sipping side, sipping front, and then so you can pretend you're conducting, all right? So it's forward, side, up, side, up. Two more. Very nice. And then just shaking everything out if that feels good. Making any final movements you'd like to make before we move into resting pose, Shavasana, corpse pose, except we're not on the earth, you're in your chair. So think about sliding all the way into the back of your chair seat. Crown of the head lifting up into the sky. Long spine. And then once you've organized arms and legs, you're sitting nice and tall, allowing the eyes to drop closed, and just scanning the body, noticing the effects of the practice, breathing into any residual tension that might remain. And then imagine you're placing those feet into a delicious hot tub, warmth and relaxation moving throughout the feet and the toes. And then it moves into the ankles, and then into the low legs, enveloping the shins and the calves. And then it moves into the knees, permeating the complex structure of the knees. And then it moves into the thighs, legs and feet becoming very, very heavy. From there, it moves into the hips and pelvis. The low back releases. And from the belly, it moves into the waist and torso, enveloping the ribs, heart, lungs, liver, kidneys, pancreas, spleen, colon, stomach. All the vital organs marinating in this delicious relaxation. From there, it moves into the chest and shoulders and rolls down both arms, all the way to the fingertips, all the way to the fingertips. And then it moves into the throat and the neck. And then it envelops the head, all the way to the crown of the head. The back of the neck releases. The face and the jaw let go. The tongue lies at the bottom of the mouth, teeth slightly apart. Eyes sink deep into the skull, as though a white circle of healing light permeates every cell in the body. Noticing back body and front body, right side and left side. Noticing the whole body together, the whole body together, the whole body together. And here's a poem by Mary Oliver entitled, I Worried. I worried a lot. Will the garden grow? Will the rivers flow in the right direction? Will the earth turn as it was taught? And if not, how shall I correct it? Was I right? Was I wrong? Will I be forgiven? Can I do better? Will I ever be able to sing? Even the sparrows can do it, and I am, well, hopeless. Is my eyesight fading, or am I just imagining it? And am I going to get rheumatism, lockjaw, dementia? Finally, I saw that worrying had come to nothing and gave it up and took my old body and went out into the morning and sang. If you'd like to remain here in Shavasana for as long as feels right, please feel free to do just that. But if you're ready to meet the day, begin to bring some gentle movement to fingers and toes and arms and legs. And as you are ready, floating the palms up overhead, hands meet in prayer, dropping down the midline, stopping at the heart, Samastiti, this beating heart. All yogic postures are designed to bring you into the present moment where you are infinite, eternal, and whole. I salute the bright light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Jai Bhagwan.